What I look at before telling a client they can scale. I'm Philip. I help service founders read their numbers. The case. A med spa doing $780K with a full waitlist came to me wanting to hire, expand hours, and increase ad spend. I told them that they were not ready to scale. This video is about why and what I check before I tell a client they can grow. Reoccurring memberships, repeat clients, waitlists for new ones. By every visible demand signal, the business looked ready. The owner wanted to move fast, hire another provider, increase marketing spend, expand the spa hours, buy more equipment, incentivize the team with bonuses, potentially move into a larger space. When we opened the actual numbers, the story was different. Payroll was growing, margins were getting squeezed, cash flow was tightening, even though revenue looked healthy. The team was busy but chaotic. The owner was showing up to every call frantic, rescheduling meetings, reacting to everything. The systems were not optimized yet. The conversation shifted immediately. Now, how do we grow? What does healthy actually look like first? Why revenue is the wrong signal. Most founders use revenue as the primary readiness signal. If revenue is holding or growing, the business must be ready for more. But revenue tells one thing: demand exists. It says nothing about whether the margin systems and cash flow can absorb more volume without breaking what is already working. Growth magnifies whatever's already there. Strong foundation and growth creates momentum. Weak foundation and growth exposes every crack. An analogy I like to use is a heavier car needs better brakes. The bigger the business gets, the more financial control and operational discipline it requires. The 5 things I check. Before I tell any client they can scale, I go through these 5 things. First, is the business consistently cash flow positive? Not just profitable on paper, actually cash flow positive month after month. Profit is an accounting concept. Cash is what pays payroll. If cash is volatile before scaling, it will be even more volatile after. Second, are margins healthy by service line? Not in total, by each service the business offers. Payroll as a percentage of revenue tells you real quickly whether there is an actual operating capacity or whether the team is already stretched too thin. If the team is maxed out, adding more clients adds pressure, not profit. Third, does the business have cash reserves? How long could the business survive if sales slow down tomorrow? If the founders do not know that number, they're basically scaling blindly. Cash runway tells you how much room the business has to absorb a bad month before it becomes a crisis. Fourth, can the current system and team actually handle more volume? Or is the founder just surviving on momentum and hustle? If the team has no real capacity, scaling means burnout and quality problems, not growth. Fifth, is the business too dependent on the owner? For this med spa, every decision, scheduling, client issue, vendor relationship, team question ran through the owner. Every call he showed up frantic. Adding more clients would not have scaled the business. It would have scaled the bottleneck. What we focused on instead. We spent several months on the foundation before touching growth. Margins by service line were reviewed for the first time. 2 services were underpriced relative to delivery cost. Pricing adjusted. Vendor contracts were renegotiated. A delegation framework was built so the team could handle decisions without the owner in every call. Operational bottlenecks were identified and reduced. The owner was able to step back from the day-to-day enough that growth could actually flow through the business instead of piling on top of him. Same demand, completely different foundation. And the conversation that started as, how do we grow, became, you don't have a demand problem. You have a systems, a margin, a cash flow management problem. And those are fixable before you scale. The lesson: stable revenue means clients keep coming. It does not mean the business is ready to hold more of them. The 5 things I check are not complicated, but most founders have never looked at all 5 at once. Some have not looked at any. A lot of business can grow revenue. Far fewer can grow without affecting their margins, their team, or cash in the process. The biggest mistake founders make is scaling before the foundation is ready. If you have been thinking about scaling and you're not sure if the foundation is ready, this is your starting point. Subscribe for more on what financial leadership looks like in a service business. And if you want to go through these 5 checks on your own business, the link below is where to start.